A warm welcome to the LB Finance Annual Report for the financial year ending 31st March 2022. I present to you the Managing Director's Statement Content 2021-2022 Annual Report, which I will narrate on behalf of Mr. Sumith Adhihetty, Managing Director. Challenges and opportunities. The Sri Lankan economy appeared to regain some momentum in 2021, bouncing back strongly after 2 years of weak growth. Rapid progress in the government-led vaccination campaign helped to bring the COVID-19 pandemic under control, which paved the way for the broad-based resumption in economic activity to enable the broad-based recovery across all key sectors. Figures published by the CBSL indicate 3.7% GDP expansion, the result of higher domestic consumption and a strong contribution from the export sector. All other sectors, too, appeared to recover well to record satisfactory growth in 2021. The SME sector showed a mixed response toward the resumption of economic activity, for the most part mirroring the broader economic environment. While manufacturing and trading SMEs staged a quick comeback, those in tourism and transport were slower to revive as underlying conditions remain weak. However, on the back of rising inflation, the US dollar liquidity crisis in the country, rupee devaluation in early 2022, and the prospects of the SME sector as a whole was once again pushed into uncertain territory. Strong early progress made by the SME sector in 2021 translated into good growth for the NBFI sector, which has long been the mainstay of SME sector growth in Sri Lanka. The NBFI sector strengthened significantly in 2021. Fueled by consistent credit expansion throughout the year, sector asset expansion reached a solid 6.1%, which was a sharp contrast to the contraction experienced in 2020. Overall economic revival and improved business conditions were also reflected in lower NPLs, signaling a drastic improvement in sector-wide credit risk. LBF Strategic Relevance. A leading financial institution. As a leading financial services provider, we play an important role in the economic life of individuals and businesses all around Sri Lanka. We help create, grow, and protect wealth, and thereby contribute towards shaping the future prospects of our country and its people. Towards this end, it is essential that our business model remains agile and highly responsive. Framed by the foundational principles of credit and lending, our business model has continued to grow and evolve through a process of managed evolution. It is how we ensure that LBF always has the capacity to dynamically reorient to market conditions. This past year provided the opportunity to mobilize yet another managed evolution of our business model. This time to leverage the robust credit appetite in the post-pandemic scenario. We focused on multiple strategies, combining both market penetration and market development approaches to record double-digit growth across our major portfolios. Our auto finance portfolio reported a healthy 14.45% year-on-year growth, while our gold loan portfolio expanded by an impressive 26.22% over the previous year. The collective increase in our lending activities saw the LBF's asset base cross the 164.36 billion rupee mark. The growth in our asset base was complemented by stringent yield management to bolster our NIMs. We also tightened recoveries with the intention of driving a sizable reduction in LPLs. I am pleased to note that we were successful on both accounts, which in turn augmented our bottom line and further reinforced our balance sheet. The strength of our balance sheet was further underpinned by healthy capital and liquidity ratios. LBF remained well capitalized and sufficiently liquid throughout the year, with strict control exercised to ensure our deposit mobilization activities were matched to our funding requirements. At 25.95% and 26.90% respectively, our core capital and total capital ratios
For the financial year 2021-22,
remain significantly above the regulatory minimum of 8 and 12%. Our liquidity ratio improved further from 17.89% in the previous year to 17.60% in the year under review. Backed by our streamlined approach to curtailing operational costs, LBF's cost-to-income ratio declined to a historical low of 29.28%, which I believe is also possibly one of the lowest in the NBFI sector as a whole. I am proud to announce that our industry-leading reporting suite continued to attract recognition this year as well. LB Finance PLC was the most awarded NBFI at the 56th CA Annual Report Awards, clinching not only the Gold Award in the finance companies and leasing companies total asset above 20 billion Lankan rupees, but securing 6 other awards, including the Bronze Award for Overall Excellence in Annual Financial Reporting. LBF was the most awarded entity at CMA Sri Lanka Annual Report Awards too, where we received a total of 6 awards, including the highly coveted Overall Excellence Gold Award. Leading the way to next-generation digital financial services. Reimagined products and services that offer unique and differentiated customer experiences are synonymous with the LBF brand. Over the years, we have leveraged digital innovation, data and analytics capabilities, coupled with a deep understanding of our customers' needs, which has helped to cement our position as the leading digital innovator in Sri Lanka's NBFI domain.
the LB Cash in Mobile
Wallet app, which was launched in 2020 in response to the pandemic, has resonated extremely well with our customers, with over 0.65 million active users to date.
Since its launch, the LB Cash in Mobile app
has been subjected to several upgrade cycles, making it one of the most robust and versatile financial tools in the market today.
The most recent addition to LB Cash in Mobile
is the Gold Loan Top-Up feature that has proven to be a highly desirable enhancement that has gained strong customer acceptance. In this past year, we broke new ground in our digital journey through the launch of our digital credit approval procedure in 2021. The fully automated process is highly streamlined and has helped to expedite the time taken between initial customer contact to final approval to a mere few hours, as opposed to the standard 2 to 3 days with the traditional physical file system. Another key development was the launch of the new credit scoring index to rate customer credibility based on repayment history. The new credit scoring mechanism has proven to be an invaluable tool in our pre-credit evaluation framework in providing assurance regarding the quality of credit. As the next phase of this effort, we are now working towards introducing digital onboarding. With much of the work already completed, we are now at the user acceptance testing stage, with the system scheduled to go live within the next few months. We also completed the migration of FD systems to Eclipse, LBF's core IT platform, to strengthen the omni-channel experience for our deposit customers. Demonstrating our leadership as the pioneering digital innovator among peers, we entered into a partnership with 2 globally reputed digital giants to transform our internal system architecture with the use of robotic process automation technology. These partnerships with Potenza, a global digital transformation company, and UiPath, one of the leaders in the global robotics process automation RPA space, have assisted LBF in expediting internal process automation using advanced RPA technology. Our progress on the digital sphere received accolades at several awards forums in 2021. At the Lanka Pay Technovation Awards 2021, LBF won 4 awards, including the Gold Award for the most popular digital payment product, banks and NBFIs, for the LB Cash in Mobile Wallet app. We were also recognized at the FITIS Digital Excellence Awards and again at National ICT Awards, NBQSA, where our Eclipse Credit Appraisal System clinched the Silver Award under the in-house development category. Facilitating inclusive growth. LBF is deeply proud of its role in promoting inclusive growth. Our fundamental approach is based on building people's financial resilience, which we believe will ultimately translate to greater financial security in the long term. Through the ongoing expansion of our branch network, we have been steadily expanding our island-wide reach to bring us closer to our goal of providing every Sri Lankan with equitable access to affordable and appropriate financial resources. We continue to make notable strides in increasing our bandwidth across the country in this year as well, with 12 new branches opened, a majority of which were in outlying districts around Sri Lanka. In recent years, we have replicated this model in Myanmar through our fully owned subsidiary LB Microfinance Myanmar Company Limited. LBMF has established a strong ground presence in the Bago and Magwe regions of Myanmar to reach out to rural agro-based entrepreneurs in these areas. Further demonstrating our commitment to promote financial inclusion in Sri Lanka, LBF secured 2 dedicated credit lines for the purpose. The first for $15 million from FMO, the Dutch Entrepreneurial Development Bank, and the second $8 million obtained through funds managed by Responsibility Investments AG, and the second $8 million obtained through funds managed by Responsibility Investments AG, a Swiss-based frontier market investor. Our efforts to promote financial inclusion in Sri Lanka gain further traction following LBF's Memorandum of Understanding with WebExPay Limited to jointly promote LBF's latest digital working capital product,
Cash in Mobile Business Loan among the MSMEs.
Championing the low-carbon economy. As in everything else, we want to lead our industry towards driving the low-carbon economy. We have adopted a systematic approach by aligning our climate action initiatives based on the priorities outlined by universal policy frameworks such as the Paris Agreement and the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Our intention is to make an impact directly through our own operations and indirectly in our relationships with customers and suppliers across the value chain, as well as through the projects we undertake. I am happy to note that we made excellent progress in achieving our operational goals for the year. We were able to record a significant reduction in company-wide energy consumption. Similar improvements were noted in per-employee and per-branch energy consumption as well. LBF's carbon footprint across all 3 scopes also reported a decline, which certainly brings us within reach of our benchmark carbon footprint ambition. Supporting stakeholders to navigate the pandemic. LBF has been part of Sri Lanka's history for more than half a century, and in that time it has played an important role in the progress of our nation and its people. In the past year, we continued honoring this legacy by supporting our stakeholders, our employees, customers, suppliers, shareholders, and the wider community to move past the challenges posed by the pandemic, with our attention in the first half of the year very much on managing the pandemic impact. We continue to prioritize the safety and well-being of our people. COVID-19 safety measures implemented at the onset of the pandemic remained in place in this year as well. At the same time, we continued working closely with the health authorities to understand the various virus mutations to help refresh our COVID-19 protocols as needed. This year in particular, we also encouraged all employees to obtain recommended COVID-19 vaccinations in order to safeguard their long-term health and well-being. Considering the financial well-being of our customers, we complied with all the government-led moratorium extensions in order to bring relief to all eligible customers. We also kept our own relief measures and reschedule initiatives in place for those customers who needed it. However, our main focus in this past year was to urge customers to recover and rebuild in the post-pandemic environment. In doing so, we strategically repriced our loan products to reflect the low interest rates, and we extended attractive auto financing and refinancing solutions for individuals to begin investing and for businesses to resume operation after months of relative inactivity. We sought to drive domestic consumption by dynamically increasing the advance quanta of our gold loan products in tandem with the movement in world gold prices. We were thus able to give our gold loan the opportunity to benefit from the net value gain for their gold items. The gold loan top-up facility introduced
On the LB Cash in Mobile
Wallet app during the June 2021 lockdown was designed as a pre-approved loan facility to give customers hassle-free access to funds. The overwhelmingly popular top-up loan facility continues to be widely used, with more customers to date having benefited from the facility. In a bid to keep our customers safe even after the pandemic threat had abated, we continue to promote the use
of the LB Cash in Mobile Wallet app
for all routine transactions. In particular, we encourage them to migrate to the LB Pay Hub
on the LB Cash in Mobile Wallet
to settle their utility bills and other scheduled payments. This yielded excellent results, as seen by the number of PayHub registrations, which increased over the past year. Meanwhile, we remain fully committed to honor our payments to suppliers, with all dues settled on time and without delay. To safeguard shareholder interest, we declared and paid a dividend as per the pre-pandemic payout ratio. The social responsibility initiatives we undertook
in financial year 2021-22
were aimed at supporting vulnerable communities whose basic needs were compromised by the pandemic. Much of our focus was on providing access to education for children from rural communities who lack the facilities for online learning. LBF invested in setting up digital classrooms at several schools in Gaul and Mannar districts. We also got involved in facilitating the DP Education Program, a key CSR effort by our parent Valuable One PLC. Building for the future. With Sri Lanka once again at the crossroads of change, the economic environment is likely to remain quite fluid over the next year. While it is difficult to predict how our core markets will be influenced by these factors, we are well prepared for a range of different economic scenarios and are fully geared to support our customers. I believe the key elements that helped us overcome the challenges of the recent past, our reputation, strong financial results, resilient balance sheet, and clear strategy will all provide the structural stability for LBF to approach the future with confidence. That said, we will remain alert and continue to read market cues in order to sharpen the future orientation of our business model and position LBF to grow sustainably. As a leading financial institution, we will seek to lead with purpose to deliver shared value for all our stakeholders, and in this we bring renewed hope for our country and its people in the years ahead. Appreciations. A warm thank you to our chairman and the board of directors for their keen stewardship of the LBF Group. On behalf of the board, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the entire LBF family, the management teams and all employees for your passion and determination to come together as one in creating value for our stakeholders. I would also like to thank the Governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka and the officials at the Department of Supervision of Non-Bank Financial Institutions for their guidance at all times. I readily acknowledge that LBF's success is not something that has been achieved in isolation, but rather due to the combined support of our stakeholders, our customers, shareholders, suppliers, and business partners. Let me take this opportunity to extend a special word of thanks to each and every one of you for your contribution towards LBF's journey so far. Rest assured that your interests will remain at the heart of our future strategy as well.